Apple is gearing up to launch the Vision Pro mixed reality headset next month, but its most popular product, the iPhone, is set to arrive later this year. The iPhone 16 has already been subject to several leaks and rumors, from larger screens and enhanced cameras to AI features and a dedicated button for taking videos. A new report claims that the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus will feature more RAM and faster Wi-Fi capabilities, among other improvements, while the Pro variant will have improved camera technology. According to the analyst Jeff Pu, the iPhone 16 and the 16 Plus will be powered by the A18 processor. This will mark the first time that the base model iPhone use a processor built on the more powerful and more efficient 3nm fabrication. Alongside the new A18 chip, the iPhone 16 will also feature 8 gigs of RAM. This is an increase from the 6 gigs of RAM currently found in the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus. The iPhone 16 Pro models will use the new A18 Pro chip. As for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, Pu says that these devices will feature the Qualcomm X75 modem, while the 16 and 16 Plus will use the Qualcomm X70 modem. Currently, the entire iPhone 15 lineup uses the Qualcomm X70 modem inside, which offers a noticeable boost in 5G speeds compared to the Qualcomm X65 modem used in the iPhone 14. If Pu's reporting is correct, this means Apple is planning to bifurcate the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro lineups by modems, and therefore also by 5G speeds. Pu also reiterates that the iPhone 16 Pro will get an upgraded ultra-wide camera this year, with an increase in resolution from 12 megapixel to 48 megapixel. This has also been reported by analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, and it could lead to an upgrade in spatial video recording as well. The iPhone's camera hardware has potential, and it's already one of the best, particularly when shooting video. Still, Apple could further push its limits by being more creative with the software that operates it. We also anticipate the next generation to retain the existing dynamic island and most of its specs. The big change, however, could lie in its size. Unlike the 6.1-inch iPhone 15 Pro and 6.7-inch 15 Pro Max, there have been rumors that the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max could go for 6.3 and 6.9 inches, respectively. Furthermore, the OLED panels may rely on microlens technology, which could contribute to a higher brightness and more power efficiency. While there are still no credible rumors revolving around the finish options, we hope Apple introduces some more vibrant colorways. Despite Pro devices typically sticking to darker, duller options, there have been exceptions in the past, such as the Sierra Blue iPhone 13 Pro. While the 2023 Pro models feature 2 similar dark shades and 2 bright variants, none of the iPhone 15 Pro finishes really offer a vibrant shade that stands out. Blue titanium is cool, but only under very specific lighting conditions. Regarding power, the iPhone 16 Pro models are rumored to feature stacked batteries, which could increase their capacity and lifespan. Furthermore, users may be able to utilize faster 40 watts wired and 20 watts MagSafe charging, an increase from 20 watts and 15 watts, respectively. To combat overheating, Apple could also introduce a new graphene thermal system, which would replace the inferior copper-based one. While there are still no relevant rumors regarding the matter, we're still hoping for reverse wireless charging support. With the 2023 models, Apple unlocked reverse wired charging support for smaller devices and accessories. Expanding this support to include wireless charging would make charging AirPods on the go even easier. Many of us don't carry cables around, and reverse wireless charging support would cater to that. With the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max being months away, there's still plenty of time for more leaks to surface. This means that the existing details we've listed may turn out to be inaccurate. Either way, it appears that the upcoming Apple flagships will at least introduce some welcome changes, such as the new capture button, larger displays, superior Wi-Fi connectivity, sharper ultra-wide lens, advanced AI features, and more. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 8 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3,450 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9-inch OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4420 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3,450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we save the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4,500 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, it's probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.